Now,
Hello, everyone. Let's start from here. Welcome, Macuxiva.
welcome you, Tommy, to
Thank
my
you.
home.
So we're at your place. This is wonderful. There's so many things to look at. It's like, I think there is something personal everywhere, and it's a story behind everything.
Yeah, yes, it's my temple, my home.
Yeah,
I live here for many years, and I think that's many years of collecting experiences and different things from different parts of the world, from my travels, from my life.
yeah.
So it's a really cozy space that I love to be. Yeah.
It is really cozy. Thank you for inviting me and having me at your place. It's awesome, and you actually made some food. So we had some lunch together.
Yeah.
And the risky thing with having lunches or like meeting up before a podcast is that you talk too much good stuff without the microphone, but it's okay.
Or maybe that we get food coma and,
Food
and
coma.
don't talk nothing.
Exactly. That's why I didn't have so much. It was really good, but I don't want to eat too much, so I get the food coma. And you really pointed out something when we sat down. You know, you're very highly intuitive too, I suppose, because you said like, this is like a way for you to make friends. I'm like, yes, because it started out, actually, I thought about this like 2 weeks ago. Like, yeah, maybe this has been a way for me to make friends because I have been afraid to make contacts, you know, without any agenda. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you really pointed that thing out. But now it's more of like, it's everything. New friends and new contacts. And most of all, I want to make sure people see people that I adore, that are cool. So that's why you're here, and I want to share the ones that I know with everybody who listens or watches Tommy's Universe. So you are the first guest of season 2, if we may call it season 2. But I feel it's like season 2. I have a new cover. There's a new way of doing things. We have new equipment. We're trying it out today. So welcome. Now we're gonna set a real nice, not standard, but you know what I mean, ribba.
Yeah, I feel blessed. I feel like it's a privilege to be the first guest of the new era.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Yeah, and I think I resonate a lot with what you said. Like for me, it was also the reason I accept to be here with you today, because I think we had the first contact a couple of years ago when I was doing like conscious New Year's celebration.
That was awesome.
A big party.
Yeah.
And in some way you came to my field as with your sound healing skills, and then we create a beautiful room. There was a whole space that we give to Tommy. Say, Tommy, take care of this of this space, and you was holding so magically with your sounds and meditation, and everybody was enjoying that space. It was giving so much for that event, but we never had the chance really to connect or talk. And then this summer you jump again in my life.
I really jumped in your life.
Jump in the boat.
And I didn't leave. I was like coming back every week, coming back.
In this new journey for me too. Like I always like I'm being in constantly transformation, experimentation of new possibilities, and I have been like really developing a lot my DJ skills. I think in the last years, I was always been a DJ for many years, but I was seeing myself more like an entertainer or for like a space holder or organizer. Always putting me my DJ was more like a good taste. But I can recognize that in the last years I put more focus into really develop more my equipments and my way to mixing and everything, and then this is consequently more gigs was coming, more projects, and I had this boat beats project the whole summer.
Yes,
that
the
you
lovely
came
boat
back.
beats. Oh my God, it was incredible. It still is. We're gonna talk about it. It hasn't stopped yet, but we're gonna mention the news a little bit later.
Yeah.
But the boat beats been incredible. The thing is, when we met the first time, I was in deep transformation, like in so much of my old, habits and my old self. I was kind of like the lonely guy. I felt lonely all the time, so I didn't do so many things. So when you invited me, I was like, oh my God, it's beautiful. So I went there because I had something to do. I had a purpose. I wouldn't have gone if you said like, hey, you're a cool guy, want to come and party with us? I would be like, I don't know. So when I did the sound healing session, it was beautiful and I had a lovely night. But then I just went back to my my cave. Sometimes you need to be in solitude for a long time to start transforming things, a lot of things. So in the beginning of this summer, I just felt like, oh my God, I remember who Tommy is. I remember Tommy. He's a show guy. He's like, he's funny. He loves to laugh. He loves to show love. He loves to dance. He loves to act. He loves all of this stuff. And I was like, how am I going to do this? And then you came up, both beats. I'm like, it's Macuxiva. Oh my God, I need to go there. So from there, it just went on, like almost every week for a while. And I was just dancing my ass off there. It was so nice to just go
everybody,
there.
I get a lot of this kind of sponsors for this project because it's such a beautiful place and with a great view to the city, dancing in a boat, and so amazing sunset, and it's also like so long sets. Like it was 5-hour sets. It's very challenged to and every week. So you need to keep upgrading the music and to keep this the vibe.
Yeah.
But a lot of people gets like a really, because it is a different, as I say, like I think we're gonna talk here, but this was I resonate with a lot of the things that you're saying right now, and this is like the meeting that we are about being making friends.
Yeah.
It's also like this is I'm getting inspired and reflecting myself in the journey that you share with me, because we talk a little bit during the lunch. I was joking that I was interviewing in you.
I loved it. I just loved that.
Yeah, because we are meeting each other now with this conversation. And it's also like I see in this transformation that you was talking, that you are trying to bring this this happy guy, the partying guy back. It's very much what I experience also when I start my spiritual journey that became so strong in the moment of this awakening, because I think I have a little bit more years on this journey than you. Like it was in some. It gets me some years of bringing back some parts of myself that I was need to neglect a little bit, like to calm down, to really embrace all these new discoveries that I was living. But I'm in this moment right now. I'm bringing also back the because it is challenge, like in this boat beats, for example, is a space of a lot of alcohol. It's a normal bar, and I was for 5 years I was just doing conscious events. That my main project was Awaken Club, that I love, is still on Awaken Club. But there is like 2 years that I start to really, like, I think I need to really, all my work follow my personal development and my journey. Everything is connected. Is like this, and I think I need to find this balance on myself first to really feel more centered. To I can, and I consider also that everything is an experiment. I'm experimenting right now.
Yes.
if this is okay for me to hold the space for people using whatever they want to use, if this is gonna affect me, and everything is an experiment, and I feel that I'm being successful. I think is not like affecting me in a bad way.
No.
Of course, comes a lot of reflection sometimes, because sometimes some people comes with strong or strange energy that just feel like, oh my God, do I need to experience this or not? But I'm thinking I found a space on myself to not be so identified with the energies that I don't agree or that is not part of my life.
No.
And I think I found a little bit more tools in this spiritual world, I think, to protect my field in some way, or protect my energy, and to separate like that everybody, because the main thing is that I want to hold space to like everybody gets free to do whatever they want. And integrate all kind of people, because it's beautiful. Like, of course, all the conscious world and all the spiritual work, the sober spaces that we have is such a bless, because we have so much bars, we have so much places that people can be drunk or use drugs. It's not so much spaces that it's sober, and I valorize this a lot. But I was feeling that in my personal journey, again, like I like to go sometimes and drink my wine, or drinking something, or have a drink, or even use something else one time in life. And then I was feeling like I want to embrace of kind of people and give this freedom of choice. And it's not like that I think there is something wrong with the conscious world, with the sober, because Awaken Club is still a sober. I'm just trying to balance these two universes, or maybe bring them together, integrate, and just like embrace all parts of myself and the others.
I get so much goosebumps when you're talking. It sounds like you're talking about me when you talk about. It's so incredible that, like you said, the conscious parties are so important. The non-alcoholic part is so important. But there is also a next station where you have, for me, was another station when I felt like I actually don't need to stay, how do you say, away from alcohol, because I have found the balance in my life. So, and then the boat beats came into my life. It was like, holy fuck. I can buy a beer, I can buy a pizza, I can listen to your music, and the people you attract in, because you are creating the space, are in the same space as I am and you are. We are actually, it's like you've gone, it's like with everything, the pendulum swings. From my life, it was kind of a lot of party and drugs and alcohol, and then I was like, stop, everything. But then I felt like I need to try, because I can't be afraid of these things all of my life, and I need to see where I'm at. So I tried a couple of beers. I was like, wow, that's good enough for me. I don't need more. I don't need it, because my body says no, and my mind and heart says you don't need more. So I was like, okay, so I can have beers and dance. I love that combination, and it shouldn't be stigmatized. You can be sober too. But I like to have 2 beers and dance and have a pizza. So that's like, at the moment, is the perfect combination for me, because sometimes I can feel that I've been too hard on myself. Like, no, you need to be able to dance totally sober and not use any alcohol or anything, any substances. Otherwise, you are not like fully in yourself. Then I was like, says who? Like, why am I so hard towards myself? I can dance sober. Who am I proving that for? And I can also enjoy a beer or 2 and pizza and dance. It's also fun. And it can also be a practice. Like, okay, if you loosen up 20% more with 1 beer, fucking go for it. Because you're practicing. The next time you might not take the beer. You just go in and dance, because you notice that you're doing it without the first or second beer. So I think it's like, the pendulum comes back to the center and says, it's okay, Tommy. Everything is okay. Don't be judgmental towards yourself and other people, how they're doing it. Because if he wants to be sober, fine. If he wants to drink 10 beers, fine. Fuck it. And if I want to do whatever I want to do and dance, then I do it. But it's incredible the space you create, because I feel that you are as well there on that journey where you are like, you don't need to exclude anything, because you are including. That is what I'm feeling when I come to the boat. I feel like this is a big mother. I'm like, I feel a mother energy, like who is like, whoever you are, come here and dance. You don't need to put on a role. You don't need to be aligned, super spiritual, and you can come in from work. You can come in from your yoga session. It doesn't matter. Come in and dance. And you can have a mocktail or you can have a beer. It doesn't matter. So you're like inviting everyone, and that's what I love.
Yeah, I think as I say, like everything is an experiment. I think we are always like growing and discovering different aspects of ourselves. Of course, it was not easy or easy decision. I think the transition was easy when I decided to because but until I get there was a big step. There's a big step, like because people was seeing me. Like it was 5 years doing a successful project, Awaken Club, and also Lifeful Festival. It's and making so much works in Baca and different in Brazil. Also, I work a lot in an eco village, Piracanga, that is a totally sober space.
Yeah.
So my whole public that I create, because I don't have like one thing that I don't have afraid of is to recreate myself.
No.
And just go like I think you start. It was recording like you start like Macuxiva is my real name, and then I was gonna explain this, but I can like I have this disturb of I think I say that is a writer disturb that changing names and giving me nicknames and
alter egos.
It's all the time. Macuxiva, he borns in this moment of the transformation when I kill a little bit like the part monster that was really like into party and drugs and alcohol.
Hedonistic behavior.
It was when I came to Stockholm, like my foundation is theater. I came from theater, from poetry, from art. When I came to Stockholm, because I'm Brazilian, like 15 years ago, it was a lot of blockade on this area, like how it was really difficult because everything was around the language, was around the Portuguese was my main tool, and I get really in a blockade, in a conflict, like how I'm gonna express myself. And then we starting this party guy starting to tell, okay, I'm gonna create parties, and then I start to be the DJ, and this was a really powerful way to express myself and my creativity. I create a project, the name was Favela Viking.
Favela Viking. That is wonderful.
It was a success. Like,
what was that? Favela Viking.
Yeah, Favela Viking. It was a club. It's always like these things in my life. It's always mixing different words to create something new. I think it's the same thing of Macuxiva that I'm gonna explain. Yeah. But yeah, Favela Viking was wonderful project, mixing like music and cultures from different parts of the world, like a space of a lot of freedom, a lot of spontaneity. But it became a place of a lot of alcohol and also drugs, because I was really like putting the people like, you can do whatever you want, and then I was being like the leader of this, and then this becomes very destructive for me at some point. And I was not finding more the poet. I was not finding more this order. It really disappeared in some place. And then was when India pushed me, and then I did like this was like 9 years ago that I went to India first time. I was like, oh, I need a break. I need to refresh. I need to clean a little bit my system. And then when I just arrived in India, it was kicking me really strong.
When was this?
It's 9 years ago. Was like, yeah, we are 2015 or 2015 or 2016. 2016, I think it was.
So you went there because you felt everything had gone overboard with the
Yeah,
party.
I was. Yes, I was like, I was not happy. I was not finding myself. I was not like, I don't want to hold the space for more for all this craziness. So where I know this is my purpose. I know this. I really do what I love. I do because I really love to create spaces when people can experiment like togetherness. This mother, like I'm the mother. Like, this whole this space for people really like to feel freedom, to feel relaxed, to feel spontaneity, to feel that they can be themselves.
That's why I felt the mother. This is why I felt the mother, not the father. I felt like more the mother who was like, come here, kids. You are, everybody is welcome. I have gone through what you've gone through, and I'm going through what you're going through, and I don't judge. I'm just here to offer you some kind of unconditional love. That was what I felt through your music.
Yeah. Yeah, it is this, and then as I say now, I was going back to get to this point, but I don't know if I'm talking like mixing too much things.
Keep on going.
Yeah, no, just and then I killed this favela Viking guy, and then all this transformation and all this. It took me a while for really like when I went to India, and then the yoga came very strong, and I became a yoga teacher. I became a massage. I did Ayurvedic, and then it took me a while, like to really like. Okay, where is this? Where is the clown? Where is this guy that has always in me the party? And it took me a while to bring him back. It was when I get the contacts with the ecstatic dance, I started to see the ecstatic dance movement, and I start to go to Engsbach, and then I see like, oh, there is party, there is dance, there is all of this without drugs and alcohol, and then I was like, I can do this. And then was when coming the Awaken Club project came in my life, and it was from the beginning, it was getting a really good response, and I did like for 5 years like amazing parties, amazing events. Is always like trying to be unique, creating unique journeys, unique experience.
Talking about unique, did you have a party, some Atlantis, a party in
it was
Centralbadet?
Yeah, it was this year celebrating this 5 years of Awaken Club. It was like amazing, one of the best. There is many very unique experiences with Awaken Club, but this one was really special because I think never happens before in this space.
That was incredible.
It's a historic spa, very old space, and it was all the ways that this was happening. It was very magical, and I'm very grateful for this. It was really a beautiful, beautiful creation experience. So many talented people that was together. We went sold out, and the whole experience was fantastic.
Why Atlantis?
I think I think when I say magical is because the ways that I get to an event is always like the piece is gonna putting together. I think it's because I came from theater. It's always like almost creating like a experience, like a journey that putting like a script of the theater together. It's almost like this when I see an event. And Atlantis have all this mystical symbolism about the awakening of a lost population, lost humanity of many years ago. That is many different versions of the Atlantis civilization, but I think it was more like when I get the spa, and I was like, wow, this is the energy I want to bring, the blessings of the water. I think basically it was this. The Atlantis is a universal place or word that everybody recognizes, but what I was trying to bring this Awakening Club was really the healing from the waters, the healing, and I'm from Amazonas, and so it was not just Atlantis, it was I had some shamanic singing from the Amazonas tribes there. I had the singing bowls on the water. So
Wow.
it's always trying different traditions, but I think the main thing was to create this connection with our flow, with the Mother Earth, and with the flow of the waters, with all this healing and the purity of all of this that we need. That we are destroying our planet so much, and I think the waters is one of the more strong elements that we have. We are almost like 70%, I don't know, 80% of water.
It's getting more and more for
in
every decade. It was
yeah.
like 60, now then it's at 70, now it's more like 80, I think. But have you had any connections to Atlantis?
I don't like. I think during the process of creating the Awaken Club, I was feeling like I was learning. I think more about this, and then I feel that my connection with Atlantis is really through the waters of this that I have a lot in myself from the Amazonas. I think my strength with the waters is more like my ancestors is on the Amazonas. Like this is what really resonates. My city, I born in a city that is behind the Amazonas River, cross my city in Boa Vista.
Boa Vista.
Boa Vista is the extreme north of Brazil, in the front with Venezuela. And yeah, I think all this is spirituality. All this is connected. It's all the same. Like when I went to India, when I see the Ganges, I was like, first time that I went to Varanasi, I stopped at like, fuck, it's the same landscape of my city in Amazonas. It's the same. Of course, the whole city is different, but if you come to the river and you look, the river is the same. It's there's the size, the color, there's the big beach on the other side, the small boats crossing. I was like, wow. And even all the chants of India, the chants is like, they are so similar with the chants of the indigenous people from Amazonas. So Atlantis, India, indigenous, I think this is all kind of the manifestation of the spirituality that we forget, we lose many on this, the main part of the society that we live, but we are here. We have
maybe this is
we have also our tribes trying to.
Yeah, we're doing it again.
We're doing our work to bring back.
Yeah,
and
I'm asking because I've had a lot of like connection and contact with Atlantis, and I've been having this journey. That's why I'm asking. I'm curious because when I saw the poster, I'm like, whoa. It was right in between, like when I had like started to dream about Atlantis. It was really weird. I couldn't really talk to anyone about it. And then I had like a medium. How do you say? Is it a medium who reads like timelines and stuff? Reached out to me and started talking about Atlantis and me and the connections without me asking. And then I found out my birthday is Atlantis New Year.
Wow.
Yeah. So I think there's a lot going on. So that was, I got really hooked on that. I'm like, wow, that's a cool one.
Nice. Yeah, I heard a lot of people that was involved and all the healers, because with so much talent, people. We had healers, we had some journey, we had so much different things, and a lot of people had a strong connections. As I told you, like I feel like that when I dream more about my indigenous ancestors, and also I think I have also a lot of connection with India. I'm sure I have been there another lives.
I think so too. I think we've been everywhere in all our lives, and it's going on. Everything is going on at the same time. I think since there is no time and space, I suppose we are living parallelly in a lot of timelines. Yeah. So when did you come to Sweden, and why?
Yeah, I have a partner. I have
Yeah.
a Swedish love that
Yeah.
I met in Brazil. Like as I said, I'm from Amazonas, but I was living in Rio de Janeiro for many years when we met there. And I started to come to Sweden like 22 years ago. We are 22 years together. Shoot,
Congratulations.
yeah.
That's a lot of time.
Yeah, yeah. He's so wonderful. He's a wonderful person. And yeah, and then I started, he's from Kalmar, and then I started to, first years we was coming and going, like Kalmar, Brazil, and then when we decide like to move to Sweden, and then both wants to experience something else, he wants to move from Kalmar, I say, okay, let's go to Stockholm, and it became our home, I think like 15 years. 15 years, 15 år jag bor i Stockholm, and yeah.
Incredible.
This is my home.
But
I love.
This is like is your second home or same?
Yes.
Is it 50-50 Brazil, Stockholm, or is Brazil still
no,
like
I think the base.
core?
I think the base becomes here. This is more what I call home right now. But I have been trying to, in the last years, especially with India, when India jumped in the field, to try. I say that is a triangle. It's a triangle between India, Sweden, and Brazil.
Wow.
I try to move in this area, like making the distances invisible. I think like it's very difficult. Like I think from India is more easy for us here in Sweden to go there, but to Brazil is a long trip. It's very expensive. So I wish to do this more easy, but it becomes I have been having chance to share my work that I developed here in Sweden more now in Brazil in the last years, doing festivals, playing gigs there. So yeah, it's become more and more reality. I'm going there now. Now this is kind of, I was feeling also to have this talk with you, like
exactly.
I think before I go. Because it feels a little bit like a closing in a cycle now. It was so much change, and basically my father is not so well right now, and I feel that is I want to be there in Amazonas, and to not just visit, but to be with them for a while and to give myself to my family. So I'm going now in the middle of October to Brazil without a back ticket.
That is very interesting. That is very interesting. But I think you will know why you don't have a back ticket, because you will need to spend some time there, I think.
Exactly. I feel really in my heart. I have been doing this before, of course, but I feel like this time I just want to be open. I want to be open to the possibilities. To possibilities, maybe to do something in the theater there. I have a career there. Like
please come back.
I will.
We have stuff to do.
Yes,
do you remember what I
Portugal, something.
Portugal, yeah. When I was dancing, I was just dancing behind you, then all of a sudden I'm like, bam, this is what you've been like talking about, because I've been talking for several years that I see myself and my kids part-time in Portugal, some kind of retreat, I don't know what, and there are surfboards on the walls. I'm like, what am I doing here? Like, how? So I've been like, okay, let's forget that for a while, don't think about it too much, because there's stuff to do here right now. And then when I was dancing behind you, I'm like, people want to dance, people need to dance, because people tend to forget to dance when they do the journey. You know, when you go deep into your stuff, like core wounds or old behaviors or any transformative stuff, you need to get out and play without so much restrictions and rules and agendas and this and that and blah blah blah. So I was like, why not just go rent a house, fly you over there, have us dancing for 4 days and surfing for 4 days. So you don't need to surf or dance for 4 days, but the agenda would be simple: surf and dance. And that was like, it's perfect. This is what people need. They need the water. They need to get out of their minds and just be able to do this like longer version of a weekend. Not a whole week, but probably 4 days. I think sounds good. And then there could be another element to that, something that has been in my life for some while now, super strong, is the theme dreaming. Like, you are dreaming, Tommy. You are dreaming that you are Tommy. Now go create what you want to create. But what is standing in front of you? Like, what is blocking you for creating the dream? And that is something I'm figuring out now. And it's actually nothing standing in my way. There's just me standing in my way with a lot of thoughts and fears. But I was thinking like 4 days of surfing, 4 days of dancing, and creating at the same time, since it's a very high vibrational place and a high vibrational activity to be in the ocean and dance, why not go there and also start to manifest your dream life, to see what do you want to do, like go crazy with your planning, like tell us how does your dream life look. And we can also do some breath work and see like if there's any blockages holding you back for real, like from getting what you want, from doing what you want. So that was what I proposed to you. Let's fly down to Portugal 4 or 5 days. You be the party guy. I could be the party guy too. And let's go. Just do it.
Yeah, no. Dancing, surfing, Portugal, everything sounds wonderful.
That's the dream.
Yeah.
That's the dream. So we're gonna do it. I'm gonna make sure we do it.
Yeah.
You just bring your computers and your music and yourself and your partner if you want to. And we just create this loving space, because I think that this could be the start of something really good. Like, you can have this in different places. I'm also planning one together with some other people from my online hangout. Same kind of place, but like 3 hours away from Stockholm. So we might need you there as well to be playing.
Yeah, surfing is very important aspect of my life also. Like,
oh, you like surfing?
Yeah, it's always.
Wow.
I always, from the first time that I went out from Amazonas, I went to Costa Rica.
No
It's
way.
Very close, like Venezuela, Panama, Costa Rica. It was my escape when I was teenager, and I stayed there for 3 years, and then it's not way that you Costa Rica, you need to learn how to surf. It's so amazing waves.
So you also like surfing?
I go travel always surfing. I went to Sri Lanka, and then this year I went to Bali in the beginning of the year. So it's always in my.
But hey, this is
my
perfect.
field.
Music and surf. So you do both.
Yeah.
So of course it's you. Don't look so skeptical.
No,
I'm just kidding.
I'm not. I'm the one I say from the beginning. I say let's do it.
Yeah.
I'm a person that I always like. I push and I stimulate people to realize their dreams.
Yeah, that's
and I
why
think
we're
things
talking.
like everything that you do, like of course, some people can have delusional ideas, but to go to Portugal, surf and dance is not like so difficult for us.
No, exactly.
It's very possible.
So this
it's
we're
very
gonna
possible.
do.
If you were saying to me that you want to create a community in the middle of the Amazonas, even if I'm from there, but it's like,
it can be a bit
it's complicated
tricky.
to push people there.
Yeah. No, this is what we're gonna start out with, together with some other people that wants to co-create. And I think you need to jump into that online hangout place too. It's a WhatsApp group and it's an online hangout.
Yeah.
And it's just because I want cool people to be, everybody's cool, that's what I'm saying, to co-create. Like, don't take any ownership, leadership, you know, in that way, of course, we will need some people to like take responsibility for things and, you know, be some kind of leader somewhere, but that we co-create and make this something beautiful. So that's like the plan for this WhatsApp and for this online hangout.
Cool.
And from, you know, in that group, I have been inviting people to your Boat Beats parties. I've been like, okay, today is the Boat Beat party, so let's go there. And talking about Boat Beat, so we don't forget, you have the 4th of October, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be my farewell.
Don't say farewell. It's gonna be
it's
your
not.
see you later.
Yeah, it's like my see you later, my bye bye. I like bye bye Sweden for a while.
Yeah, wow.
And it's also like celebrating my birthday, and also closing the cycle of this. Not closing, because I think this partnership with the boat with Merta Restobar is the name of the boat, that is
Söder
beautiful
Mälarstrand.
historical boat in Mittemut Bryggeriet there, that was opened the door for me this summer, and it was really a great connection. I think is this one of the secrets of doing events like the owners. It's so important when you have a good connection with the owners, and it was amazing there from the beginning, like really giving me the freedom that I need to really create these spaces that I love to create. And I was really feel there like this freedom, and there was this trust they was giving to me. And then I did a big party there in the spring with Atmosphere. That Atmosphere is the project that I did after the Awaken Club, when I decided to open up to have like also events with bars and with normal alcohol, and I create this space Atmosphere that is 2 years now. And then we did one in the spring, and then the Boat Beats create in the summer, like every week. And now I'm gonna do a second Atmosphere there, I'm calling Multiculti Boat, Macuxiva's Masquerade birthday.
Wow. And that is the 4th of October.
It's the 4th of October, and everybody's welcome, and it's like we're gonna occupy the whole boat. It's gonna be like 4 different floors. We have 2 dance floors. We're gonna have a cuddle room that is with sound journey, with some guy tantra cuddling.
Nice.
And I want to create this space of magic that everybody can just relax and enjoy some sound journey or some cuddles and everything. So it's a lot of nice people getting involved. I have a fantastic lineup: DJ Paulina, Tanas Bassier, Memory Lake, Oracle Cards readings with Emily Erickson.
Yes.
Yeah, so Tommy gonna be invited now live if you are available to participate on this cuddle sound journey room.
It depends on what time, you know. I want to be cuddling too.
No, but it's everything happening at the same time. It's just like create this bubble.
I love it. I'm coming.
There is
for
no
sure.
Thing like, oh, now it's gonna happen this. Now it's gonna happen. Everything is happening at the same time.
This is why I love it.
Everything is happening at the same time.
This sounds like exactly what I've been thinking about. It sounds like a vuxen kollo. I've been podcasting about it previously. I want to create a vuxen kollo. This is exactly what I've been talking about. Yeah. Not so many times, so much agendas, just come there and see the different places.
Freedom, spontaneity, follow the intuition, and everybody co-creating together. And just finishing is the 4th of October from 6 to 1 o'clock, and it's gonna be full of different things happening, and everybody's welcome.
So it's inside the boat too?
It's inside the boat, because we have been playing this summer outside, but now October gets, and it's super cozy. There is many different spaces inside the boat that is, we're gonna full decorate with art, Eric Soderby, with Uwe
I want a live podcast from there. I want to do some live recording.
That's cool.
Wow, let's do
That's
it.
a cool idea.
Let's
Now you
do
have
it.
the new equipment.
I have the new equipment. I hope it works well. It seemed to be working.
Yeah.
Yeah, we look pretty good. I
Really?
think we look super good.
Yeah, I was not looking to the camera. You say, don't look to the camera. I was not looking until now.
Now you're like, woo!
I'm looking
yeah."
good. Oh my God.
I love it. I love it. You forgot to tell me about the name Macuxiva.
So come back from the beginning again.
Yeah, we're going hero's journey.
Open the window.
Yeah, open the window, run up.
No, Macuxiva born in India. It was really it was this first trip to India. It was a lot. It was really it was so much blessings. It was really I didn't say any awakening because I think I have always been connected with the spiritual world, but it's just like that has been in waves like this. Since a teenager, I have been in contact with medicine plants in Amazonas, in different ceremonies, and it's just coming and going in my life. But India was really bringing back something very important. That was the poet, the artist, and everything. And it came as it came in form of poetry when I was meditating in front of the Ganges. And Macuxi is the big tribe of Indians from my city where I came from Boa Vista, Macuxi. And I did in India this strong connection with Shiva. God Shiva just came to me, and he's still my guide and my friend. And then it was like a bridge. It feels like that was a bridge between Amazonia and India, Macuxiva.
Wow.
And it's if you allow me just to say one verse, was like Macuxiva, Guaradeva, Caboclo, Hindu, cruzando o globo de norte a sul. Shiva, xamã, Buda, orixá, nas florestas daqui, nos rios de lá. Sou amigo do pajé, Hare Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Fuck yeah.
Mixing different words.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah.
This reminds me of something I haven't used. I got a name in a San Pedro session 2 years ago when I got my heart just boom opened up and I could feel all my emotion, and I can see that the sad, serious Tommy got to move away and make space for the Tommy who wants to start living, who wants to start dancing, who wants to start playing guitar and joking and all that. And I was like, fuck yeah, thank you, please. And then the voice said you need a new name. I'm like, what's the new name? I swear I didn't come up with it. And it said Hopi Tot Tommy.
And you lived there sleeping? You didn't use it?
No, I haven't used it. Maybe I should start using it. Hopi Tot Tommy.
I believe very much that it comes when you embrace this, it comes like a new, open up, for a new part of yourself. I had been changing my name a lot, and then it's it really represents when something really strong happens, and then you feel your life is taken in another way. I love to create a new name, or
I love
if it comes as in a ceremony, or if it comes in a meditation, or if you choose consciously, okay, I want to choose a new name. I think everything is possible. You are the master of your life.
You are so
You
artistic.
don't need to wait that a guru gives you a new name.
I love this. No.
You are your own
You
master.
are your own master, guru, savior.
Yeah.
I love that you are so free. You are courageous. You're affecting me. You're affecting a lot of other people with the courage you have, because you are very free and courageous. You know that, and you are affecting a lot of people by just being with. You don't need to talk about it. You just need to be. So continue doing this, please, because it helps me at least a lot.
Thank you,
so that is beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I feel that sometimes comes with some responsibility of putting myself in a place that I don't want. I think this was happening a lot when the yogi was taking over and Awaken Club had become a success. It was a lot of covering myself a little bit, to be a little bit hard to myself, to be this
you have a role.
example.
You
Yeah,
have a
people
role.
was putting me in a place that I don't want to be.
No.
That I want to be just like, I'm like, I'm not crazy. Also, of course, it's not difficult to see that I'm crazy, but it's sometimes people put you in a place.
Yes.
And I think this is the most beautiful now, with all these new possibilities that I'm bringing, of open up to embrace again all kind of people. That is giving me a little bit a more realization of not to be perfect. I don't need to be perfect.
Thank you.
And this is also, I think, it's a lot of people can relate it into that also, because I think many of us, all people that is in this spiritual path, can feel these feelings, I think, a little bit of trying to be perfect, and this is so it's hard.
It suffocates you, because it's you. It's like
it kills a little bit the spontaneity that we have, and then just like to really embrace, like, also our weakness, our shadows, our everything is part of us. It's just don't identify it with this. Like, when you are conscious, you can see the things that you don't like it, or these parts, and just work into that, and feed your soul with things that makes you more safe, that you feels more healthy, that feels more true. But we don't need to be afraid of all these other parts. We need to look to them and say, okay, this is not good for me, and then take another way, and then we go navigating in this field, and this is what I try to do, and right now it's working good.
It does. Thank you for reminding me and everybody else. This is so important. Just the thing that don't get stuck in a role. Like you said, it's so easy to get stuck in a role, especially when you're in spirituality, because you need to be some kind of role model as well. But drop that, like, drop it and be who you want to be. And like you said, experiment with yourself, like, see what sides you like, what sides you don't like. And usually I try to look at myself as I look at my kids. I'm not judging my kids if they do that, and then they go do that, and they switch name to this, and they switch name to that. And I would be like, still love you. Oh, now you're there, I still love you. Oh, now you did that, I still love you. Like, I'm still here. This is what I think we need to embrace with ourselves, like you have done. Like, don't fucking judge. Just go out there and experiment. You don't need to be a buffoon. You can just go out there. Of course, you can be a little bit of pirate. I usually tell people my funny side is my pirate side. It's the one who doesn't really give so much fucks, but it's still kind. He's still kind, but he's kind of like weird.
Yeah, I think what I think is very important is to really, like, if you are in this field of be like a seeker and trying to really connect with your true self, it's like it's the self-knowledge, and everything that comes to give you more knowledge about who you are, about what do you want, and all these tools that we use, that I think everything comes to the source of that meditation. Meditation is sitting, listening your heart, listening your source. We have so many other tools in breath works and constellations, and we have so many others, but in the end of the day, everything comes to the meditation that can be in silence, can be really listening the true self, and this is the more important. And then you can know, like, okay, I am also this clown, and also this joke, and also this, and then if you know that you are all of this, like, and then you just, like, be true with your with who you are, and then don't, like, also be in the expectations of the others, because I have all these things on me. I think when I get so much into the sober journey, it was some people putting me in the road because I was organizing a festival. I was doing some big things that people was putting me in a place that I didn't feel comfortable, and also with the joke, like some people come to me like, Macuxiva, you always happy, you always like, I feel a contraction, like, no, I'm not always happy. I try because this is it's my way to inspire people.
Yeah,
So but I'm very honest with myself. I'm very honest. Sometimes when I go to the boat, I went to the boat. I think one day I was sick.
Yeah.
I
think I was there.
You was there, and people come directly to me. I feel like today I'm a little bit more quiet. I'm just gonna put good music, and
I'm like, I'm okay with that.
I'm trying to be more with my. So like, it's not nice when you like just try to please the others.
No,
like,
you become the people pleaser.
Dangerous place to be.
It is really draining. That's why it doesn't matter if it's DJing or healing or singing. If you're doing it from people pleasing, you will get a hard lesson because you will get drained and it won't work for a long time. So the boundary part is so important. I've been learning that the hard way, like the boundaries, setting up the boundaries, and like listening to myself. Like, I don't have to be wise. I don't have to be the one who's helping all the time. I can say, I don't know, I'm going for a beer. That's okay, Tommy. You can say, I don't know, I'm going for a pizza, or I don't know. I actually don't have the energy to care either at the moment because I have so much in myself right now. So the boundary part is so important.
Yeah, you see, there is this boundary of separate, like to really take care of yourself. But of course, when I'm in this role of organizing so much events, that this is what I do with my life. It is a little bit. There is a little bit of this responsibility because I want to give the freedom to everybody, but also we know there is a lot of darkness and heavy energies when it comes like regarding most about substances, but not just substances. No. Everything, the energy,
way of living,
the way of living, the way, but substances in the field of parties, of events, like. For example, I don't know nothing about you, but of course, when you come in, like taking out from our relation, when you was coming to the boat, there is one triggering thing for me when I'm doing my events is about after parties. When I'm doing these events that is alcohol, and especially the boat, when I play 5 hours, when people start to come, is a triggering on me. Like people start to me, oh, what are you gonna do after? Or are you? People start making jokes like this, like, oh, the after is in Macuxiva's house. Directly, boom, there is a contraction on me. Wow. It's like wow, I'm playing here for 5 hours. So these people have fun, and the ones that organize what is gonna happen after. Because this is directly triggers me. There is a past. I think it's something from the past of the party that people don't want to finish, and the people wants to use things and never
you can't
finish.
Say no before.
And I just want to people. This is why I like very much to put the sound journeys always in the end of my events, even if it's the alcohol is there. The boat beats was not happening, but atmosphere. I always have a space of sound. I think it's very important when you to finish an event with a moment that the energy can goes down. That can goes integrating and breathe. That you can now I relax to go home. I don't like this feeling of I want more.
Scattered energy.
And it happens with you a couple of times.
Yeah.
It was like, Macuxiva, we are going to something like we taking to try to, and I was questioning myself. Wow, who is Tommy? Who is Tommy?
Yeah.
Do I'm doing good for this guy?
Yeah.
because he was being honest with me that I'm not partying for a long time. I'm not going out, and I have this mother feeling. I have this feeling of see if everybody is okay, if people is drinking too much, if people is using drugs. I'm reading the whole space. And then when I was feeling this responsibility with you, I was feeling a little bit of times the impulse of saying, Tommy, doing the noise, like, are you not satisfied? You was dancing here for hours,
Exactly.
but I don't want to be, because we are
No,
not
of
so,
course.
we don't have so much
No.
intimacy, and I
Yeah.
was just like, no, I'm not going, but
Yeah.
have fun. But in the back, in my subconscious, there is this guy like, this guy is a sound healer guy.
Yeah.
He's in the joint. Now he's coming to the boat, drinking, going to after parties.
Yeah.
Do I'm doing good for this guy? There is this guy
I
there.
understand.
Do you understand?
I understand. Yeah, I felt that too. It was like, just to mention, the party stops at 10, 11. So the after party could be...
Exactly.
It's not like people think 3 in the morning.
Exactly.
They're like, what the fuck? I'm like, no, it's like 10. People haven't even gone out. But it's like a couple of times we went to Häktet or something. It's on Söder, and just continued there for like an hour. But I felt like the second time, like, no, actually the boat party is enough, and then I'm happy to go home. So that was what happened. But you have, like you said, you need to experiment. So I did it 2 times. I'm like, we always meet up so nice people. So we're like, let's go somewhere. Everybody's like, fuck yeah, let's go somewhere. We don't want to break this group apart. Yeah. Because
it's very common, this kind of feelings, and it's something that I try to, like, say, I want that people leave finish with this feeling. This was enough.
Yeah.
And that's it. But it's very normal. We are here in the field, when I stop the music, always come people, and once that I continue with playing. But it triggers me a little bit, like people like, oh, come early next time. I say come early. I'm playing from 5. As you say, it's from 5 to 10. It's an early party, and then people come in the last hour. And oh, you don't stop now. you feel like it's a compliment that people that wants to continue it, but actually not. Actually, it's like, okay, come early next time.
Yeah, it goes both way. I think it's come early, and it's also a nice invite from people because they love what you're doing and they love they just want more. But it's not anything that actually is bad. It's just like, we fucking love you. Can you give us more? And it's up to you to say no. We're like, okay.
Yeah.
See you next week.
Yeah.
So I think it's like, yeah, you're doing it so good. So people just don't want it to end. And come earlier.
Yeah.
It's okay. I think people don't want to come earlier because they're like, maybe no one's there.
Yeah.
But I always have I don't know what time I come. I think I come pretty early.
Yeah, it's always like, as I say, it's an experiment, because it's really something new in my field, and it's like it's just 2 years now that I started, and as you said before, in the beginning I was like, oh, how is gonna be this? But then fast I realized that my energy and the group that I create around me, the power of attract the right people was very strong. I was really feeling, when I start to atmosphere or play in some other places, that people, it was always like attracting nice people, attracting like the right people that I wanted. And sometimes it happens, like some triggings or some people that is too all over the place, and then I was really trying to protect myself from this energy. Don't let me affect so much, but it is a lot of questions how to deal with all of this, and what is wrong, what is right, or whatever. There's no wrong.
Where is the right and wrong? It's like, you're thinking too much,
There's just a way to do better in the next time.
Just see what you do and give yourself a big hug and go home.
Exactly. Trying to create the most loving atmosphere that can attract people, and even people that is totally in another vibration. They can drink a little bit of this nectar, and maybe change something, or come back to the normal life with a new perspective, and always creating these spaces of growing and really loving, heartfelt.
It sounds wonderful.
Mm.
It is wonderful. So before ending, 4th of October,
Yeah.
Söder Mälarstrand, Märtas restaurant and bar.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
It's my birthday. It's a masquerade party.
so come celebrate.
Yeah, inspired.
It's a masquerade.
It's masquerade.
Wow.
Yeah, I love masquerade. I love
Whoa,
masquerade.
I
That
think
you can,
I will be Tarzan.
You can full power. You can be Tarzan. Everybody can be whatever they want.
Yeah.
It's in a boat. I get all the design is inspired a little bit in the Yellow Submarine from Beatles. That is a whole universe that I love that film. And yeah, everybody's welcome where they are. But you can get inspired pirates, ocean, mermaids, captains, sailors, all this universe. And it's gonna be amazing party. It's my birthday. It's my bye-bye to Sweden for a while. I'm thinking I'm gonna go for 6 months, coming back just in the spring to be there with my family. And yeah, and you can find your ticket on the Facebook event page.
We'll link to the Facebook event. We will link to your Instagram. We will link to everything you have. And in spring/summer, when you're back, we're gonna be able.
We're gonna go to Portugal.
We're gonna go to
surf.
Portugal to surf and dance for 4 days.
Yeah.
So we have that also coming up.
Yeah.
Now we have mentioned it, we can't back out now. So I'm really looking forward to that.
And I hope that we come back with all these amazing projects, more Awaken Club, more atmosphere, and maybe like more boat beats.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
The connection was really strong. Yeah.
We're gonna keep on dreaming. I think you're a good. You're a good. If you want to be a role model, you can be it now for dreaming. Because this is what we're doing. We're dreaming, and why not make the best out of the dream?
Yeah.
So you have your focus. I have my focus. I know what my dream is, and I think it's coming to fruition very soon. And I think you are doing it as well. We just need to figure out some parts.
Yeah, playfulness. I think
The money part also.
Yeah, this is,
it will come.
This is still like a field that is for us, for artists,
Yeah.
for people that works with spirituality or events. It's always like this is a big
it's a big
challenge. It's a big challenge to really create this abundance, but this is not impossible. Like there are so many people doing amazing things on this field. It's just like that we need to break down
every single
open the knots and find this flow of abundance, because it's really the more, I think, difficult part of because you do everything from your heart, you do everything like with so much giving and when comes this balance, when comes like when the necessity of making money, it's a little bit like how to not put this like the main thing.
Exactly.
Because and for me it happens a lot because I don't have a regular job. I just like giving myself 100% to this. So, and then it's challenge when it becomes like a necessity of making money, because this is definitely not the focus of my.
No, because you want
especially me, like I'm talking about me, because many people can be, but me is not like the money is not the most important. But when you don't have a regular job, and then it needs to be.
It's nice to have a stable income, you know.
Yeah.
Either way you're going, artistically or with a work, it's nice to have the stable foundation. That's what we're looking for, I think.
Saying this, I'm gonna leave my Swish number.
Take mine first. I will leave mine first.
I don't know, but come to my party. Then you're supporting my trip.
We're gonna come to your party, and the listeners, I hope, will come, and the viewers will come. And I think we're gonna have a follow-up after you come from Brazil, and one more podcast. We're gonna talk about how it was in the Amazon and what we're gonna do spring, summer together, and what you're gonna do summertime. Hopefully you will be back, of course, and be doing a lot more and having more boat beats and so on. And I'm looking forward to see you next time. and the 4th
Thank you
of
so
October.
much for coming
Thank you.
here, Tom. It's very
Thank
nice
you.
to meet you, and I also can relate and feels like a mirror, or many of your experience is also inspires me
Thank
a
you.
lot. I can see myself, and I can see myself in this also this project of to have like a videocast podcast.
Yeah.
I'm happy that you are
We're kicking off.
proving your new equipment
Yeah.
with me, and thank you for inviting me. It's like when we talk, we are always like learning new things about this, and this is really my purpose in life, and so I'm just getting inspired for have you in my home, Macuxiva's Verden.
Thank you very
Tommy
much.
Universe, Macuxiva's
Tommy's
Verden.
universe in Macuxiva's universe. It's all the same.
It's all the same. We are all one, brother. Thank you.
Thank you.